Hey everybody. We should be just about online. Not sure why it's not showing up for me yet. Oh, there we are. Okay. Hi. Welcome back to STO. Hope y'all had a good week. So last time we defeated Gaul, and while there's still some hostilities between the Vaadwaur and some of their neighbors, we've stopped their relentless conquer everyone push and basically ended the war-ish. This time we're going to be picking up from there with the mysterious sphere that we found in Gaul's closet. As soon as I find Delta Quadrant.
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vaadwaur Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
Okay. That works. It's not even that far away. Feel free to say hi. Just let me know that you're there. I mean, I can... Hello, Rabbit Cube. I can see that some people are watching, but I never know if it's like regulars who actually comment or random people who wandered in. You were! I haven't even started the first mission yet. Hello? Oh, good. We get to play Find Where the Mission Trigger moved when they updated the map. There we go. Hi, Fruitbat. Sir, we've arrived at the Nalshadan system. Voyager sends Admiral Tuvok's regards and says that they are ready for you as soon as they've moved into transport range. Understood. Let's meet with Voyager. That was sudden. Yeah, let's beam over. Okay. Sir, Admiral Tuvok has arranged to greet you in the transporter room. Wishes to speak to you about the device. Oh my god, I cannot read or talk. We recovered from Gaul. Understood. I'll talk to Tuvok.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gaul's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
Gotcha. Also, who are you giving me orders? I hate this game constantly forgets what an absurd rank it's given me. really still do not understand why they did that. Just start you as a captain and have levels represent prestige. No, Star Trek, and in fact Voyager, has specifically addressed that. The highest ranked officer present is in charge. If there's a tie, the one in command of the, I forget exactly how they word it, but basically the one with the bigger guns is in charge. Which really doesn't make a ton of sense for Starfleet as it presents itself, but it does make a lot of sense for Starfleet as it actually is.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Okay. Must transmit a signal of some sort. None of the normal detection mode seems to give any feedback. Decide to investigate some of the more exotic forms. So our options are subspace fields, multi-dimensional fields, and chronoton radiation. In other words, subspace pocket, alternate dimensions, time travel. Yeah, it's weird. It's really kind of incoherent. I actually don't remember what the right answer is, so that would be challenging for me to do. Ah, okay then. Mirror Universe has been a constant source of trouble, so it's not too much of a stretch to think that Gaul might be working with someone from an alternate dimension. Scan the device. Well, yeah, I knew it wasn't chronotons, because the Iconians can't do time travel. But I don't know. Scan the device for any sort of transmission communication status and come up empty. Well, a good theory, it's not correct. Having some experience with time travel, you hypothesize this device might be communicating with the future or the past. Scanning the device for chronoton radiation, tachyon emissions, and other telltale signs of temporal manipulation comes up empty. This device is not used to communicate through time. And yes, everyone uses subspace radio, which makes it a little odd that we wouldn't have checked for that already. Vaadwaur are self-proclaimed masters of underspace. Yeah, it is. A form of subspace in the Delta Quadrants. Your hypothesis, so you hypothesize the device may be used to communicate directly. Also, it's talking to you like a bad DM. The kind of DM that, like, tells you what your character thinks and does. Scans pick up, as opposed to, like, how the universe responds to what your character does. The device does appear to be designed to communicate with similar devices located in subspace. Yeah, isn't that the description of a subspace radio? Why wouldn't we have checked for that right away?
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch, but it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough.
Okay.
You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Joy. Can I still have my dress uniform? I should fix that at some point. 3 switches on the device. Each can be oriented on or off. Oh wait, let's start with...
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across the board. None of the switches are in the correct order.
Okay. If none of them are correct...
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orient.
then it must be the one I just changed.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and...
Really? It was just turn
I'm
all
seeing green
3
across the board.
on?
All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the
apparently.
secondary memory core to get
I didn't know that was
access
the
to data
solution.
feed.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Duh. You are correct. You are correct, R. Okay, so are we doing this again?
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across...
Okay.
Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device.
And then did it twice in a
She's
row?
in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who, or what, is receiving these transmissions.
I'll go see her.
We have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse-engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
Okay. You have root access now. All the stuff is determining where the transmissions are being sent. Let's find out what the different methods do. Brute force has an above average chance of getting the information without setting off any alarms. Okay, so brute force is actually the way to go. Rare where that's the hardest to detect, but okay. Hang on. That's better.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jirok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates. Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
Understood, Admiral. Oh, I've stopped him.
Hello again.
Oh, hello. I was expecting you to say the rest of your line. I said should be arriving any moment. And it was all going to an Alachi outpost station, and shit be freaky. Several Alachi ships in the area.
Greetings. This is Commander Jirok of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Alachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission.
I mean, I get it. We spent a lot of time trying to knock them down.
I know you have experience dealing with the Alachi, and I thought you'd want some extra firepower.
I already know too much about the Alachi. Happy to have your firepower,
All right,
though.
we'll follow your lead here.
Oh, the mobile transmitter does that. That's a Voyager plot point.
We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
Been a while since we fought a Alachi. Huh. Neat.
Gaul was contacting the Alachi. They don't exactly play well with others.
Gee, maybe they're both working for the same
Another Alachi
bad
ship
guys.
is here to defend the outpost.
Oh, that's not good. You would appear to be right about the mines. Let's beam on over. Standard team looking good. It does, and it's cool. We've arrived on the outpost station, sir, and the doctor has offered to accompany the away team to offer his extensive knowledge of the Delta Quadrant. In addition, Commander Jarok is taking an away team from the Lisette to another part of the facility. She wants to speak to you before we begin.
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
Doctor?
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. If you have an environmental suit, or even some sort of rebreather, you will be fine. If you don't, keep an eye out for something that could help filter out the toxins.
Yeah, I seem to recall not having one.
Good. You
When I
found a
tried
breathing
to
apparatus.
do this mission
That should
once
take
before.
care of that nasty cough.
Alright, but what about my other crew members that need to breathe? I believe they have them too. Oh, or not. But I have them in my inventory, right? Yes. No, that's the one I had equipped. Damn it. Give me that back. Where do my rebreathers go? We can replicate them, can't we? Okay. No, we apparently cannot. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good thought. They might be. It's been a while since I've used them. Nope. I appear to have accidentally sold them at some point. You know, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted. Okay, well, I guess I can put environmental suits on the two people who need them. Let's equip that on him, and we'll do on Liesa Romulan Republic environmentals. No, that's not the right thing. Oh, I disabled the visuals on it. Oh, right. His visuals can't change. Well, that's a bug. No, the combat environmental suit was a long time ago. Or, no, actually, you know what? It was never issued for anything. It's a veteran status reward that you can take an unlimited number of times, so I took it enough time to cover an entire away team.
These are Solanae tables. I've read the Enterprise D's reports about them.
Oh, it's dead. Just, that's right. Those, they active when they're dead. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Oops.
These are definitely Solanae tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solanae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved.
I mean, I thought we kind of already knew there was a connection between the Alachi and the Iconians and the Solanae and the Vaadwaur. I thought that was all kind of already pretty heavily implied. But okay, whatever. Whee! Invisible glass. Almost invisible glass. Door that won't open. What's still left to be done? That was a person. Okay, I am in fact... Oh, I'm supposed to go that way. Duh. Yeah. And also that connection is a lot clearer for Romulan players. They see a lot more of the involved groups. Ah! Didn't realize there was one right on top of me. Okay.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them back to your ship.
Sounds like a plan. These all seem rather too far gone. Why am I not wearing... God damn it. That's better.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate a Kazon.
I still find that fact hilarious. What is that? Oh, it's
Everything will be fine, Mr.
Teray.
Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
Okay, that's it for that group. Hazari? Ah, Hazari.
Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need.
And a Romulan commander.
We're transporting you to a Romulan ship in orbit. You're going to be fine.
Okay, so there should be one over here somewhere. Or something? King seems to think there is, certainly. Ah, up there. A Klingon.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately.
I do like the Doctor. He is a good character. Man, I guess if we have to
You'll be
progress the
back on
story,
duty
we'll
before you
release
know
this-
it.
we'll release
One
the
to beam
space
up.
comp. Space comp. And, a Talaxian? We're rescuing all the wrong people today.
Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay. Well, the Solanae are definitely involved. I believe I have everything I need from this area. We need to keep moving if we hope to meet up with Commander Jirok. The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
And we're back in this room. Yeah. Yeah, I did. You know what? I am going to... Oh, right. The only way to actually get rid of something off there. Alright. And then I'm going to move it to a spot that I'm less likely to hit by accident. Because it's not right frickin' next to a couple powers I use all the time. Hello? that not? Oh, move to window. Probably not. Nope, nope, I didn't.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
Be careful, Commander.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship. Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs.
I'm not sure where he saw them, but... Oh, right there. Okay. And hey look, it's a Solanae. He just vanishes. It's pretty effectively creepy.
Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected
Yes,
by these
I did
in the
know that.
mid-2360s?
Maybe it's just the Doctor telling us
Era
things we
are
already know as a
fascinating
form of
reading if you ever
recap.
have a few dozen hours to spare.
Take a look at them later.
If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room,
Excuse me.
I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information. I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information.
What is it?
This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species.
That's supposed to be their
The
bioengineer.
parasites are a weapon. When Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites. The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
Well, that pretty much confirms it. Let's meet up with the commander and then get out of here. Wait. Oh, Doctor wants to talk to you? Still? Where'd he go? What? I'm confused. What the fuck? Oh. Parasites. guess those are like empty. Yeah, those are like empty shells from molten. Team a point of shields. They're using melee attacks. Also, I think we already killed them all. Oh, well, there's more over there.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
Okay.
This is more like a factory than a laboratory. These parasites
Do you
aren't a
mind,
natural
Mr.
species at all.
Hologram?
They look engineered.
Yeah, I thought you already said that. I feel like we may have accidentally confused things out of order. Somehow. Taking quick readings at those Alachi. Some of the same energy signatures as a parasite in Handy Vaadwaur, fluctuating. The Alachi will be phasing in and out of invulnerability. We can beat them, we just have to pick the right moment. Attack the Alachi with the blue effects. Oh, great. Ah! That's one down. That's the wrong thing. Not what I meant to do.
I think we're catching up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant. We found a dead Romulan in prisoner garb. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Understood. We'll be ready for them.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
How fortuitous. I thought I'd have to find a way off this station alone.
Yay, the best NPC is back.
More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Who is coughing and why?
Looks like you could use a hand.
And now we have their leader's attention.
I don't know what that is. I don't like it.
Seela! I should kill you where you stand. It would be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
Oh, that makes sense, R.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
That could be valuable information.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. If the Federation or the KDF want to talk to her after that, they can go through official channels. She's no empress. She's a criminal, and she'll be treated as such.
I mean, the Republic holds on to her either way. Probably better to give her to your ship, since mine's part Starfleet in complicated
You
ways.
and this Seela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
You're blue.
Somehow I knew you'd be the one to find me. Tiaru is short-sighted. She'd kill me and lose all the secrets I know. Secrets I'm willing to share. If you keep her on her leash. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have.
Talk. Then we'll decide what happens to you.
I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur.
The neural parasites? Why did the Iconians use them here, but not on the Tal Shiar?
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
I mean, you know, the Federation and the Klingons were involved in a bunch of Delta Quadrant powers.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaadwaur that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
We're actually in the Delta Quadrant now?
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
Yeah, I have some questions.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Were you their prisoner or their ally?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do? Beg the Federation? Or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity.
I mean, A, is dignity more important than survival? And B, I have got plenty of dignity up in here, okay?
We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader.
Yeah, great job.
Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision.
Yeah, well, you know, the Republic is doing great. You're in prison. I think it's clear.
Dwelling on the past is meaningless.
Yeah, okay.
I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me.
I have something else I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Do they have a weakness?
Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall.
Great. So, in other words, you don't actually know one.
I'll answer what I can. I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize.
Perhaps there's another question.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Where's your crew?
Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have
not done anything the slightest bit differently, and you know it.
Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Will I be taken into your custody, or will I be left to Tiara's tender mercies?
Tiara's taking you in custody? To take you to Alliance Command.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
No, you don't. You have I'm not quite sure how I ended up with a sword. She says she doesn't know... Okay, is that a Star Wars reference? Anyway, she says she doesn't know the full extent of what Hakiv and the Alachi were doing, but I don't know if we can believe her. At least she's safe in the Lisette's brig. I'm sure there will be a lot of negotiations before Celestine's trial and answers for her crimes. Until then, we should report our findings to Admiral Tuvok and Alliance Command. And I should change the equipment on my...
We have Empress Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Sounds good.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, As a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we've rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about.
I mean, that's fair, but on the
Sela
other
certainly has a
hand,
story
we
to
also
tell.
know that
But should
the
we
Iconians
believe
have
all
magic
of it?
hacking powers
I'll put a
from
bug
the
in Admiral
TNG
Janeway's
episode that
ear about the
introduced them.
situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy.
Too soon,
Don't
Doctor.
overdo.
Too soon.
Who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
Please send intelligence ships to comb the outpost for more information on Iconian involvement. We're clear to return to normal space on command. Okay.
Sela and the Iconians. That I did not expect. It's a lot to take in. And while I'm sure the former Empress has some interesting stories to tell, spilling her guts won't save her from justice. Thousands of people lost their lives to her games. She's not wriggling her way out of a public trial and a suitable punishment.
That doesn't actually sound that great. Not for me. For a science character, it'd be pretty good.
The treacherous Ja'ula has
Yeah, shut up.
received the call.
Okay, so that's that. We've recovered Sela. We've done some stuff. I am going to go get some water refill and some headache medicine before the next mission because I can feel one coming on. Back in a minute. Lol, I just saw your comment about crimes. Anywho, shall we proceed to the next mission? Actually, one second, I forgot to actually take the headache pill. Oh god, somewhere in the Federation there are white feminists who think Sayla is an example of a good female leader.
We have a situation on Kobali Prime. You and I were both asked by name to help. All that I've been told is that the Vaadwaur have launched a large offensive and have retaken the area in front of their temple, the place where they keep unconscious Vaadwaur stored. They need our help to retake the area, though I have a feeling something else is going on. Can you help with the situation?
So yeah, apparently the, quote-unquote war is still ongoing. At least on some fronts. Taking out Gaul and their connection to the Iconians has definitely slowed the Vaadwaur's roll, but they just launched... Are you gonna go full speed? Or, turn, maybe? There we go. I tend to agree. I think it makes the most sense right before takedown.
The breach is widening. I've got to close this now. Almost there. I just need a minute to...
Harry! Harry! Grab my hand!
Can't reach. I'm slipping. Ah! The Vaadwaur are making a new push into the system, and we could use your help. The Rhode Island is assisting the new Kobali flagship Samsar, but you know the Vaadwaur. They're relentless.
Okay, I feel like this was added just to explain its positioning. Why are the Vaadwaur still attacking the Kobali?
Ask them if you can get one of them to have a reasonable discussion. Eldex has been less than cooperative since Gaul's death. We know he's leading the remaining Vaadwaur forces, and there's no signs that the neural parasites are still influencing them, which is the only good news. The Vaadwaur won't stop their assaults until the Kobali surrender the remaining stasis pods, but the Kobali government refuses to do so unless the Vaadwaur agree to peace talks. We're at an impasse.
Understood. On my way. on. How'd that happen?
Inbound. Brace yourselves.
Where are they at? I don't see them. Oh, there they are.
Thank you for arriving so quickly. I'm still not sure what happened. All I know is that we lost contact with the temple, and several hours later, a large Vaadwaur fleet attacked. However, I'm still not sure if the Vaadwaur have entered the temple. If they have, they may already be reactivating their soldiers in stasis. We're safe here, for now, but the battle on the ground continues. No one can enter the temple, and the Vaadwaur are seizing control of the surrounding area.
We need to take it back. Captain Kim, Hitcher and Chanian, 3 of us are going in within a wait.
Sounds like a plan. I've located a safe area in the trenches for transport. My team and I will go down first and secure the area. See you there.
Is Voyager coming?
Voyager is currently on a high-priority operation in Vaadwaur-controlled space. Any comm chatter could give away their position. Whatever they're doing, Tuvok says it's important, but that's all I know.
My officers and I will join you. The Samsar will return to the dock with a small repair team, but I'm sending the majority of my crew to the city. We cannot allow the Vaadwaur to take control of it as well. Our flagship will be of no use to us if the planet is lost.
Alright. We'll secure the system against additional Vaadwaur ships. While my away team beams down. Oh shoot, I should change people's equips. Let's see, you had stealthy armor. You probably had the integrated targeting armor. Although, honestly, this, well, improved health regen is pretty good. Okay, fine.
The Kobali forces are spread thin, and the Vaadwaur are making a push toward the temple. If I may, I have a suggestion for our plan of attack.
What's up?
Hanshin Jatanian and his team will attack the outer area of the trenches, making their way to the temple. My away team will move to the opposite end of the trenches and support the remaining Kobali soldiers there. While they're holding the flanks, your team and I will push through the center and strike the Vaadwaur in the temple courtyard. Your thoughts?
Works for me.
None. My team is eager to prove themselves. You and your allies have set quite an example for us to live up to. We'll support the forces at the other end of the trenches and then make our way to the temple. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with you before the final assault.
Let's move out. We're supposed to be going this way, right? I think. That's okay.
The Romulans lost the point ahead. Help me push forward and retake it.
Oh, I hate how the Vaadwaur fight.
We should repair these turrets, or Vaadwaur will be coming.
I would be happy to if I could fucking see them. Oh my god. There we go.
Here they come.
That's a flamethrower turret? Plasma turret.
Take out that drop pod. Clear here. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, looks like we're going this way.
There's an injured Mako up ahead. See what you can do for him.
Where's this injured Mako? I don't freaking see him. Yeah, I have no idea what that was about. What Mako is this? Oh, this Mako.
Thank you for your assistance. I'm Commander Lewis Cooper. I'm sorry I can't stay and help, but my search and recovery mission has already gone off track, and I need to rendezvous with the rest of my squad. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. Good luck here.
Looks like he's safe, but we've got more Vaadwaur incoming. Take out that Vaadwaur drop pod, and then keep moving. We're almost there.
I did indeed drop an orbital strike on the Mako.
Our scouts report that the temple is heavily defended. We still have some Vaadwaur attacking our flanks, but my soldiers insist they can keep them occupied long enough for us to retake the temple. Are you ready for the final push?
It does sound like there are other areas in the trenches that could use help.
There are other areas of the trenches in need of aid. My team and I could go help them while Captain Kim and his team stay with you. Or, if you think you can assault the temple alone, Captain Kim will rendezvous with his officers as well. However, I highly recommend you bring all of us in for your attack on the temple.
So, as far as I can tell, other than accolades, which are the in-game equivalent of, like, achievements and that kind of thing, and don't actually do much, there is no reason to do anything other than normal here.
Are you sure you want all of us to attack the temple?
Pretty much all it does is make that faster.
The temple was secure, and the doors are still locked, which means the Vaadwaur didn't break in either. Let's see. Okay. I've seen this sort of algorithm before. I'll have the door open in no time. After that, we can figure out what happened to the temple's security system. It shouldn't have done this.
I don't deny that we'll need support. My team is one of the few still intact. Captain Kim's away team should meet up with us soon, but we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be up against. However, the temple itself should be free of Vaadwaur. If I may suggest, perhaps only you and Captain Kim should enter, and your officers can stay here and help us hold the area.
Alright, makes sense to me. Let's do this.
At least all the Vaadwaur here are in stasis pods. Let's take a look around. I want to know why the Kobali lost control of their security systems.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
That's not right. According to these readings, the occupant of this pod was me? But the name on it is Ket. Must be a computer glitch. Could be a symptom of a bigger problem, but whoever was in this pod is gone now. Looks like it was open before the problem started. Hold on. I'll access the temple security footage. Maybe that can show us something.
Sure.
That's me. But from over 30 years ago. What in the world?
Stay back! Are you with the Vidians? What do you want from me?
Ketan, you have to calm down. My name is Jetlaya. I'm here to help you.
That's not my name! Where am I? Where is Voyager? I need to contact my ship.
Wait! Come back!
Jetlaya. And me? Hold on. There's more security footage. This is the last thing that was recorded.
Voyager, this is Ensign Harry Kim. If you get this message, I'm in an unknown alien prison. I've escaped my captors and I'm looking for a way out. I'll send another message with my coordinates as soon as I can. Come find me.
That was me. From over 30 years ago, in my old Voyager uniform. And they're turning him, into a Kobali. They knew. This whole time I've been here, they knew. And Lindsay, Jetlaya, she knew. I know I've had a difficult time accepting the Kobali, but they keep too many secrets. They should have told me. Told us about this.
How is there a second
A lot of strange things happened on Voyager's trip through the Delta Quadrant. During our second year here, the ship and everyone on it were duplicated. It was a freak accident, an encounter with a subspace divergence field we still can't completely explain. But two Voyagers, sharing the same point in space-time, it was a recipe for disaster. We tried to cooperate, to find some way to save both ships, but...
Yeah, kind of an understatement. But you couldn't.
I'm from the duplicate ship. Captain Janeway sacrificed it so one Voyager could survive. The other, Harry, was killed in a hull breach before that happened. Captain Janeway sent me and Ensign Wildman's baby to his Voyager before she self-destructed our ship. It made sense at the time. I'm Harry Kim. I have all my memories, my knowledge, same as him. We were exactly alike in every way. Except one of us got to keep living, and the other one didn't.
And now that's changed.
It's changed, all right. Best I can guess is that a Kobali ship must have found his body floating in space. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but Lindsay might have remembered our coordinates when we were duplicated and known where to start looking. They must have spent decades reconstructing him and putting him through their rebirth process. I don't know whether to be impressed or horrified. I think I'll go with both.
So just to be clear, You're not the real Harry Kim. Which, I mean, of course he's not. He's a captain. The real Harry Kim would never be promoted.
If you want to get technical, Harry and I are the same person. We have the same memories, the same knowledge. We both hate the cold, and we love music, and we both like mushrooms and onions on pizza. And
that is a good pizza.
We share a soul, I guess you could say, if you go for that sort of thing. Quantum duplication is a difficult thing to summarize. It's only happened a few times. I don't even understand it, and I wouldn't be alive without it.
Will you be able to complete our mission?
I'll be okay. A little shaken up, but Captain Janeway once told me, we're Starfleet officers. Weird is what we do, and this certainly applies.
Alright, so what's your opinion?
From what we saw on the security footage, it looks like the other me has taken control of the entire base. That's not too surprising. Not only does he have all the knowledge of a Starfleet officer, the rebirth process transformed his brain. The Kobali's 6-lobed brains give them natural abilities in mathematics, physics, wave phenomena, everything he'd need to know to do this. He's still wearing his comm badge, though. I can tap into it. You should try talking to him first. Try to calm him down and convince him to surrender.
Don't you want to talk to him?
Not yet. He's already scared and confused. Seeing me before he gets his bearings, it will just make things worse.
Alright, I'll talk to him.
What is the Romulan Star Empire doing out here? Did the caretaker bring you out here too?
Oh, neat.
I'm with the USS
I always like it
Voyager,
when it remembers I'm
under the command of Captain Catherine Janeway. I know your people haven't always been on the best terms with the Federation, but you're going to need friends out here. Voyager's been in the Delta Quadrant for 2 years now. If we work together, maybe we can get home.
Yes. The caretaker brought us too. We'd be happy to work with Voyager.
That's a relief. How long has your ship been out here? Have you found anything that might... I'm just happy someone heard my signal. I'm deep down in the catacombs now. Let me just go ahead and... Wait. Your signal is coming from inside the building. Stay away! You're one of them!
Harry just figured out the call is coming from inside the house.
He's severed the comm link, but I've got a lock on his coordinates. He's deep in the base, down in the old Vaadwaur tunnels that even the Kobali don't enter very often. And he's locked down all the main corridors that lead to his location. There's a way, though. There's emergency climbing equipment here. The Kobali put it in a few months ago in case they lost power during the Vaadwaur attacks. We could use it to cross the chasm and get closer to where he is.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, this Harry is in the process of being transformed into a Kobali. And they're all bald.
I'll be right behind you. But it's time to see if I can talk some sense into the other mate. He wants to contact Voyager, but if he does, he'll reveal their position. Unless we stop him, Harry either ruins Voyager's mission and possibly gets them killed or captured, or he finds a ship, sets a course for their coordinates, and gets blasted by the Vaadwaur.
Can't we just use the transporter?
Good idea. Kim to Rhode Island. We need an emergency transport to... Kim to Rhode Island. Can you hear me? Kim to Chitanian. Kim to... He's locked out external comms. Probably wants to stop anyone left in here from calling for help. I'm afraid the zip lines are the only option. Unless you can fly.
Only for short distances. I mean, understood. I'll see you on the other side of the chasm. Whee! Zipline!
I know you're confused, but you have to trust us.
What is this? Another me? You expect me to trust a shapeshifter?
The circuits are completely fried. Let's find another door. He's trying to override it again. Give me a second.
That looks unpleasant.
Let's keep going.
That also looks unpleasant.
Huh. It looks like he's modified the empty stasis pods to send out bursts of electricity. Tricky. I might be able to slow it down from
That's
here.
a fair point
Can't
for
stop
Bat.
what he's done without access to the main console, which is on the other side of the room. I'll stay here and do what I can to delay the bursts, but you'll have to get past them to shut them down. Now, let's see. Got it. You'll need to move through when they're in their...
Who are you? Why do you keep trying to stop me getting back to my ship?
I'm you. Harry, this isn't going to be easy to explain.
Liar! You can't be me!
Oh god. Nope. Okay, no. Do have to stand.
Remember the power failures? The proton bursts? There were 2 Voyagers.
2 Voyagers? Yeah, right. How would that happen?
It was the spatial city. Think, Harry. You know it's the
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why I'm here, or why you don't want me to get back to Voyager.
It's been 32 years, Harry. You died.
I don't feel dead.
Anything down here? Soldiers are preparing for war, building barricades.
The Kobali brought you back. But to do so, they had to change your DNA. Make you Kobali.
Liar! You can't just change someone like that. It's not possible.
I didn't think it was possible either. But it is.
So I died and got better, and you... What?
Yeah,
took over my life?
We'll discuss the log after they finally shut up.
In a manner of speaking, but it was my life too.
Oh.
Liar! You're working with the Vidians.
There aren't any Vidians here. You have to let us help you.
You steal my life and now you want to help me? Why should I believe that?
Because it's the truth.
Oh.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Ha! Haven't caught up to me yet, and I will get back to Voyager.
You can't contact Voyager. It's not safe. For them. Or for you.
You keep saying that, but you won't tell me why.
Ah, that was fast.
Good work. We should keep moving.
But yeah, that log we found from a Vaadwaur healer, part of the reason... No, but honestly, the Vidians were early Voyager, and they didn't cross Borg space. Actually, that's a good question. Maybe it is. Nope. I mean, it is, but I don't want to have to deal with that. Anyway, the log was basically just implying that the reason that the Vaadwaur are so nasty is because literally only their military got unfrozen. Everyone else is down here. Hello? Oh. And that if they actually had some other members of their population, they might be marginally less fascist.
Harry!
Jetlaya, are you okay? How did... General Cunell said there wouldn't be any more secrets.
I'm okay. Harry, I didn't know they'd send you.
How long did you know?
Harry, I don't think this is the time.
How long did you know?
I didn't know when I was on Voyager, if that's what you're asking. We need to stop Ketan. He locked the rest of my team away. They're safe, but trapped. We're the only ones who can help him.
It's good to finally meet you. My people are in your debt. We need to move fast. Ketan's not in his right mind. The rebirth process can be difficult under the best conditions, and I don't know. Maybe humans resist the process more than other species. It took me a long time to accept what I was.
And he's having the same problem?
Yes. He doesn't know what happened. I tried to tell him, but he still thinks it's 32 years ago, Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, and we're in league with the Vidians. He's desperate to get home. When Ketan started tampering with the security devices, he tripped an alert that was sent to the Vaadwaur. They think their soldiers are waking up, which is why they're so desperate to get inside. He's putting us all at risk. We need to help him.
We'll do what we can.
Action item 238. Resurrect your best friend and give him a second chance for a long life. It's not working out so well, is it?
He's trying to contact Voyager. Is that possible from here?
I'm not familiar with everything in this area. We rarely go down this deep. There are still Vaadwaur traps here that make exploration dangerous. However, as far as we understand, this facility was intended as a final shelter for the Vaadwaur. It would make sense that they would have had a way to contact the outside world. But if Ketan finds a communication device and uses it to contact Voyager, the Vaadwaur will hear his message too.
What's your analysis, Captain Kim?
Ketan is a danger to himself and to Voyager. If he succeeds in this gambit and contacts Voyager, he'll draw every Vaadwaur in the sector to their coordinates. I can't allow that. We have to stop him. He's putting Tuvok and his crew in danger.
And in answer to your comment about the Vidians, fruit bat, they would have been on the other side of Borg space. Yeah, I've never quite gotten that either, R. And here we have a military commander saying, why are you putting useless people like artists and people who work in the humanities in the pods? And yeah. So, yeah. At some point, the Vaadwaur stopped putting anything but soldiers and probably military
Just let me
engineers
get back to Voyager.
in the pods. It is dim and purple in here.
It looks like this used to be a server room of sorts. But it's not like one I've seen before. All this is computer storage. And it's massive. 900-year-old Vaadwaur technology. It's a lot different from anything we have back home. And he's using this to completely block us out. Terrific. There doesn't seem to be a way around this.
Can you lower these things?
I'm sure Jedliah and I can figure out something, given enough time. But if I was on the other side of this, and I am, I'd be trying to stop anyone from moving these. There has to be some sort of reset command. But with our luck, it's on the far side of the maze. Jedliah and I will keep Ketten from blocking you in. But you'll need to get through this and reset the servers so they return to their start position.
You keep working on it, I'll start trying to find a way through it.
Think I can make you a door? Wait here. You're good to go. I'll monitor the area from here.
Didn't I used to have a flashlight? No. But I think this has a built-in flashlight, doesn't it? No? Yes. That is barely helping, but it's helping a little. Oh, it's helping more in here. Okay.
I'm sorry this is how we had to meet again, Harry.
That makes two of us. You should have told me.
And if we had, what would you have done?
I don't know. But I had the right to know you had a copy of me in cold storage.
Are you saying he doesn't have the right to rebirth?
Okay, can't get it.
I don't know.
Ugh.
This is all a lot to take in at once.
Okay, so that's a dead end.
Oh, I know it is.
That's
Imagine how
bad.
Ketten feels.
And that's the way we came.
I have a good idea. Confused, angry, isolated.
Ketten died trying to save Voyager, and it happened so quickly, he doesn't even realize what happened.
He understood the risks, and he accepted them.
Did he really? Think about the man you were then.
Joining Starfleet comes with certain duties. I understood that then, and I do now.
Can I get on that? No.
I seem to remember a kid who was as scared as I was. All we wanted was to get home.
Yeah, I was scared back then. I missed my family. But I did what I had to do to get back to them.
You hear that beeping?
You got back home, Harry. You did
That
what you had to do.
means
Ketten didn't get that
someone's
chance.
nearby.
And I'm sorry for him. But is this better?
He has a new life. Ketan can be anything or go anywhere he wants now.
As a Kobali, he's not who he was anymore.
And is that a worse option than being dead?
Okay, no way. This is just me being stuck in the dead end. So, oops.
No, of course not. But I should have been able to choose.
Why? He's your duplicate, Harry, but he's not you.
I know what he would want!
Do ya? Because you can't even convince Ketan to drop this maze and talk to you.
When you put it that way, maybe we are different. He's being so stubborn.
He's you, but he's Ketan too. And he's allowed to be both.
Thought you could handle all my tricks, old man. We're working on it, kid.
Yep, that's the...
Take all the time you need. You know, you could make this easier. Drop the maze. Talk to us.
Children.
Why? So you can lie to me again? I'm not lying to you. I know it's a lot to take in, but... Don't treat me like a child. If you're not lying, then you stole my life. It was my life, too. I didn't steal anything.
Okay, now this is where I came down earlier.
That's great. So you get to do and be everything I wanted, and I get stuck in a pod? My life hasn't exactly been everything I always wanted. Getting home wasn't easy. But you did get home. I didn't.
I tried going down this way.
I understand how you feel, but I cannot change what happened.
Yes, I apparently have.
And if you could, you'd what? Trade places with me? I can't do that. All I can do is try to help you now. Stop lying to me! You don't want to help me! You know that's not true.
Okay, so that's the exit. But...
Maybe.
I really want to find
Maybe
that
I do.
person.
Doesn't change anything.
There's a person in here.
It could.
And
Drop the maze. Let us talk to you.
if you find them before dropping the maze, in their gratitude,
I'm not ready for that. Not yet.
they join you as a bridge officer after this mission. If you do not find them,
I'm
you
so
do not
sorry about what happened to you. But all this is just making it worse. Maybe it is. So let us help you. The only thing I want is to get back to Voyager. I'll figure all this out once I'm home.
Yeah, they're not even going to bother to have teachers. Some great decisions you guys made here. Well, at least I'm definitely exploring some new stuff. Not that there's anything in here, but, you know. Honestly, I should be treating those dead end markers as walls for wall following purposes. And I'm back at the beginning. Wonderful. Unfortunately, I believe this maze is procedurally generated, so there isn't, like, a walkthrough or anything I can look up. It actually doesn't matter if you always turn left or always turn right. You can just pick a wall and follow it. Aha!
Finally, I found someone! I got separated from everyone when all the craziness started, and I was trying to find my way to a comm panel to call for help when this maze just rose up around me. Now I have no idea what to do.
I'll do what I can to help you.
Thank you. And I know this is a terrible way to meet a potential captain, but do you have any places available on board your ship? General Cunell is planning an officer exchange program, and I'm one of the first recruits. We want to learn from the Alliance, as well as thank you for all you've done for our world. I'd be honored if you allow me to join your crew. As soon as I find my way out of here, of course.
Welcome to the Republic. I'm okay with Litlicia. That's good as a name as any for me. Now, I believe she is an engineer. So, what the fuck just happened? Why? Why did I lose Kobali? Okay, great. That's swell. I cannot apparently modify her uniform because bugs. That's swell. Oh well. It's not a bad uniform. I mean, it was clearly bugging out. It assigned her a... when I tried to give her jacket loose, it defaulted her to a uniform type that costs money that I have not purchased. Also, the hell? Did it change my thing off? Okay. Random. Weird. Yay, we made it through. Oh. Huh. Weird. Alright. Room fixed. Ah, there he is. Presumably there's an exit around here somewhere? Ah. Huh. That's disappointing. Oh boy.
It's not working. But if I do this, maybe I can buy some time.
Okay, things are slightly better lit now. What was I wearing before? I guess I was wearing the Jem'Hadar armor.
We have him. Ket, cornered. Without those platforms, though, we have no way to reach him. It's insane. He's manipulating these old defense systems like he's in a Captain Proton Hollow.
I'll need you and Jetlaya to figure out how to get these platforms operational.
We have command codes that allow us to interface with the older Vaadwaur technology. We've never seen the need to replace systems that still work, but it looks like Ketan has made some modifications. I'll need to override his changes. The best I can do right now is to expose the central power cores behind each platform.
To start, Captain Kim, does that give you anything to work with?
Yes, it does. Ketan will be monitoring for any changes in the platform's functionality. But I can modify the central power cores to react to energy weapons. If you shoot the cores, you'll be able to power up the platforms and force them open. But you'll only have a short window before he resets them. If we want to do this, Jetlaya and I will stay here to keep trying to seize control of the network back from Ketan. And there's still that matter of the field protecting him.
Open to suggestions.
When the Kobali first found this room, the old Vaadwaur EPS systems were too degraded to handle all the power. They installed regulators throughout the area as a stopgap measure until they could replace the conduits. Basically, it meant that even if one conduit failed, the network would stay active. Those regulators are still in place, and we can use them to get to Ketan.
What's your plan?
Jetlaya has command codes we can use to overload the regulators. The chain overload will generate a wave of power that will build until it overloads the generators Ketan is using to maintain the field.
Kim's played enough of those in his days.
Get these codes into 4 of the consoles.
He knows what they're
short
like.
out the field. Once he's distracted, Jetlaya and I can reset the platforms to their normal state.
Anything else I need to know?
One last thing. Jetlaya and I can run this program 3 different ways. The one that would buy you the most time before the platforms are reduced also takes the most of our attention. There's also a balanced option, or, if you don't like either of those, I can spend most of my time trying to counter Ketan's plans. What do you want us to do? Whatever we choose will determine how difficult it will be for you going forward.
Again, there's no reason not to.
Are you certain you want us to focus our efforts on keeping the platforms operational? This will give you about 8 seconds after you activate the platforms before Ketan deactivates them.
Sure.
Give us a few more seconds. The cores are exposed. It's your move now. What are you doing? Are those command codes? Oh, interesting. He's trying to access data on the new flagship. I'll keep an eye on him. That's it. Keep
giving me the codes.
Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there.
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
Stand down before this gets any worse.
Damn it. Took too long.
Worse? How can it get worse?
Personal shield losing power.
I don't want anyone to get hurt.
And I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want my life back.
What the hell? Oh.
Don't do anything you're going to regret.
I'm going home, whatever it takes.
No!
You can't go to Voyager.
I didn't realize that was a space.
Personal shield losing power.
I'm not entirely sure where I am now.
I have the codes.
Oh.
And now I have the coordinates.
Well, at least it had those catwalks up above to respawn at.
You're too late. I'm getting back to Voyager, no matter what. This is bad. Ketan used Jedlia's command codes to access the Kobali flagship in orbit and transport himself to the bridge. Not only that, but he has Voyager's coordinates. If he goes there, the Vaadwaur will see it as an act of war. We'll lose Ketan, the Kobali flagship, and probably Voyager.
Aren't the Vaadwaur already at war with the Kobali?
Exactly. We have to stop that ship.
The bigger problem is that it would almost inevitably lead to the destruction of the flagship. The Kobali don't want that.
I'm coming too. I helped find Ketan's body. I've watched over him during the rebirth process. It's my responsibility to help him now. Please, you must let me do this. I need to fix the mistakes I've made.
Alright, go with Kim. I'll be on the Deshira.
I told you to stay away! Why won't you listen? I'm going to find Voyager, and I won't let you stop me. I can arm this ship. Don't make me do it. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if you keep trying to stop me from getting back to Voyager.
If you go there, you'll die.
You're not giving me a choice. Computer, arm all weapons and fire! What was that? Like a disruption beam. He scrambled all of our systems for a second or two and then went to warp. This is not good. He set a course for Voyager. His warp drive's damaged, though. He's only going warp 6, and I don't think he can push the engines any harder. Not without an engineering team. I know we can catch him. Then we just have to convince him to stop.
Let's do it.
why I can't contact Voyager. They're not on any secret mission in enemy territory. I found them. They're in something called Krenim space. I don't even know who the Krenim are. Voyager is trying to get home. Just like me.
Harry, quick recap.
Quit trying to confuse me. I know what year it is. I know who my captain is.
Look at the logs.
Kenton's not responding to hails. But I think if I use the deflector dish to emit a pulse tachyon beam, I can disrupt his engines and force him out of warp. But he's going to be expecting something like that, which is why I'll distract him with a bit of a light show while you send the real thing from your ship.
Because it's really not Star Trek until you've had deflector dish shenanigans.
He's out of warp and arming weapons. Get ready. I'm sending you the transporter coordinates for the Samsar's bridge.
Prey, you are in Hirogen space, and that is an interesting ship. Ah, a new Kobali battleship. We have heard rumors about the corpse collectors and their new toys. But this is Hirogen space. Leave now and leave the ship as a trophy. We will see how well it performs in a hunt.
Ship is disabled. It's not going to be a very good hunt.
Perhaps. But wounded prey can be amusing as well. Or maybe I'll strip it and display its bones as a warning to intruders.
Ship is under attack.
Yes, Harry.
Of course we are, Ken. When it comes
The ship is disabled. Sensors are showing the repair teams are trapped in several rooms on board.
Yep,
but
and
are otherwise
this,
unharmed.
all the voice
Kenton's
stuff
on the
is
bridge
good for
alone.
that.
If I could talk to him, maybe I could convince him to come back home. There's no one who understands all he's going through like I do.
And if he doesn't want to join the Kobali?
Kenton's already been reborn. He is Kobali. If he doesn't come with us, he'll be alone. Whatever memories he has of his old life will continue to fracture and fade. Who's going to take him then? Would you? Does he belong back on Earth?
Beam weapons are good. They
Remember?
make shiny.
We're his family. We'll accept him no matter what.
He'll go where he chooses.
And that will be his decision to make. My father found me when I was lost and confused and trying to fit into a life on Voyager that wasn't mine anymore. He helped me understand what it is to be Kobali. I'm going to try to do that for Kenton. He thinks we're monsters, but we're not. We love him so much. We wanted him to be a part of our lives.
I'm going to. I have to see Kenton face to face. It's time to talk this out.
Maybe you should talk to him first. Try to calm him down. He's not in the mood to listen to Harry or me.
Do what I can. That's a weird door. This whole bridge is weird. Good colors, though.
Why are you trying so hard to keep me from getting home? I need to... I don't even understand what's going on anymore. Why do I look like this? Like them?
They're Kobali and you're becoming one.
I saw the stardate. What happened? How do I get back to Voyager? To my time? How do I get back to my life?
You don't. You're dead.
I died? I can't remember. Why can't I remember? You're taking my memories from me. I won't forget. I can't forget Voyager. I cannot forget my friends. Kedden, you have to stop this. If you contact Voyager, I'm done listening to you. I just want to go home.
He really was the O'Brien
I want my life
of
back.
Voyager.
The life you stole from me.
I understand. I wanted to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard. I loved my life, my friends, you. And then I died, and that life was gone. I tried to get it back, but I would have been living a lie.
So I should just give up who I am?
No, I'm saying that life ended. But now you have a chance to live a new one. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Action item 478. Help my best friend own the day. Every day.
Even with everything I've done?
Forgiven. We don't hold grudges against family.
I mean, did he actually kill anyone?
I can't tell you what to do, Ken. But the Kobali will be there for you. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Would you tell me what happened? Voyager, and how you got home. About Mom and Dad and Libby. I think I want to know. Of course I can.
Thank you for your help. Ketten's going to have a new life with us. A long and happy one where he can be whoever he wants to be. My people have been outsiders for so long. The other species don't understand us or what we have to do to survive. We want to reach out to them. Be a part of the Quadrant again.
And if he wants to explore the Quadrant?
If Ketten decides he wants to leave Kobali Prime at some point, that's his choice. He can even rejoin Starfleet. But we will always be his family.
Fair enough.
I'm happy for Ketten. He gets a second chance at life. A different one than what he had planned, but that's the way life is. When I graduated from the academy, I never thought I'd spend 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Didn't think it would take me as long as it did to get my own command. Didn't think Lindsay and I would never... That's all in the past now. And it's made me the man I am today. Just like Ketten will be the man he's supposed to be.
But who's doing the supposing?
I'm not letting the Kobali completely off the hook, though. Cunell told me there wouldn't be any more secrets, and then they kept this from me. If the Kobali want to be a part of the Delta Quadrant community, they need to be more forthcoming about who they're adding to their families. These men and women aren't getting a choice. Maybe rebirth is a gift, but it's a gift people should have the right to reject.
Makes sense. Tired.
Ketan has been sent back to Kobali Prime to finish the process of rebirth. In the meantime, the Kobali have agreed to make their list of currently held bodies public knowledge. Anyone who wishes for their dead not to be turned into Kobali will have the body returned to them. Thank you for all your help with this. This was very personal for me to deal with, and I'm glad I had someone like you at my side to help me through it.
Alright. How do any of these compare to my current ship equipment? Better capacity. Oh, but it's and regen. And it boosts my hull healing. That's pretty nice. Those engines are better than what I've got. Flight speed. Turn rate is same. And they accelerate hull and shield healing. Okay. Hull restoration, shield restoration, hull capacity, shield capacity, and traffic. Okay, yeah. This entire set is better than what I've got. So, okay. No.
It is good to see.
The Kobali deflector. Alright, and that is the end of the Delta Quadrant arc. I am going to go get some water, and then we'll start the next arc. And that will probably be the last mission for the night. Well, I'll talk about it when we get there. Back in a few. Alright. yeah. The game gets we're yeah. Somewhere around the beginning of the Dyson Sphere arc, the game's writing quality just skyrockets.
I'm currently on leave from Voyager, and I was passing near the Hobus system in a shuttlecraft when I picked up some odd energy readings. I took a detour to investigate. You can't be too careful where Hobus is concerned. But I wouldn't mind some help. Can you rendezvous with me at these coordinates? Having a real starship here would be a big help.
Sure. There it is. Okay, so yeah, the reason I want to end tonight with this mission is because there is going to be some very nasty ground combat in this upcoming arc. And this mission gives you my favorite ground combat set in the game, one piece at a time. Well, these three things are all part of the ground combat set. That's just a really good gun, but the set amplifies plasma damage. So, and it's a plasma gun. So yeah. I'm gonna be doing this mission 4 times. I figure only one will be on camera. And it means we're going back to the Delta Quadrant. Or back to the Beta Quadrant, I mean. We've been in the Delta Quadrant. It's not nasty in the sense of repetitive and boring, so much as a lot. Yeah. There's some very powerful ground enemies. There's some places where the ground enemies are very numerous. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I don't think there's anything as bad as that one boss. Not that I can recall. Nothing so boring. Oh god. It's all the way over there? I thought it was much closer to New Romulus. No, they're at opposite ends of Romulan space. Wonderful.
Congratulations, Admiral.
That was random. But I should probably take a look at those at some point. I mean, this mission will give a taste of what some of the enemies will be like. But, alright, nothing else diplomatic. But yeah, they're gonna be non-trivial. Whee! Debris! Supernova remnant. All that good stuff. Alright. Nope. Here what's gonna trigger? Yep.
This is Federation Shuttle Tereshkova. I am under attack in the Hoba system, requesting emergency assistance. I'm under attack by Romulan vessels. I could use a little help here. I'm a decent pilot, but things are getting a little rough.
On our way.
This freighter's packing some serious weapons. I don't think they're hauling cargo.
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
These aren't Talshar ships. They're Imperial loyalists.
Romulan ship death animation. Oh, wow. That is an extremely well-shielded freighter.
Thanks for the assistance. I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal.
Those don't count. That was an alternate timeline. You can tell because I'm not dead. It's TNG rules. Anytime the hero ship blows up, it's an alternate timeline.
I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Last true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing. Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Why are you even here?
I took the gateway back to Tau Dewa, and from there I've been on a course home to Trill. I got diverted by a Class 3 ionic storm. This system is safe from the storm, but not the Romulans.
You're being hailed.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salong. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable.
What are you doing there?
This unit is executing its priority directive.
I'm assuming you all remember
other
him
directives
from
have been suspended.
our time on the Lisette.
This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defensive Associates is required by priority override.
Why are you calling yourself this unit? There's no contraband or Borg technology outside of Salon's implants. There's nothing that explains his changing behavior. What if someone's controlling him through his Borg implants? We know the Tal Shiar can do things like that. Yeah, it was before you joined us, but first-hand experience of the Tal Shiar doing things like that. Can't answer our questions because he isn't there. We need to find out who did this. Tara's had a facility on the Hobus Moon. The gateway she was making is gone. Yeah, he has pretty great scars. But I'm detecting power to the base's environmental systems. Whoever did this could still be down there. I'll contract to run that freighter and have an away team meet me in the transporter room. Down we go. Also, I never really looked at our new person. It was an engineer with the command specialization. And yeah, all her abilities are a mix of engineering and command, and my ship can't use command, and command stuff isn't really that useful on the ground. So she might come in handy if I get a ship that has multiple engineering slots. Because I think my only other purple engineer is Liessa, unless I'm much mistaken. Yeah, no, Liessa is my only other purple engineer. Beryl is not purple quality. So yeah. I'm also going to have to kick someone off my crew before the next person joins me, but I don't think that's happening for a while. Let's beam down. Actually, wait. Does my current ship have 2 engineering stations? No. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think the Rutan did. This facility is badly damaged, sir. Atmospheric pressure is holding steady, but power is fluctuating. Many systems are barely functional. Terrorists didn't leave this place in good state. Scans are reading several Romulan life signs throughout the facility. Whoever they are, they're deeper in the complex. They're probably trying to restore full power. Let's get info from computer systems. Gate was destroyed when terrorists fled last year, but we should check this out. Yeah, power functional on the gate does not seem correct. No. There has not been a single trace of Taris after the extraction from Space Guantanamo.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
Oh, you're here. That makes sense. Huh. Various factions have scrubbed shop at this facility since Romulus was lost, in hopes of finding out what caused the supernova. Looks like these were Republic-allied remnants who happened to be in the wrong place. Injuries are consistent with Romulan military disruptors, which fits what we've already seen of Romulan Navy presence. These ones are recent. They must have been part of Obisek's forces. Odd that nobody told the Republic about it then. But okay.
There's a door to the left.
So there is. Okay, that's not. I'm replacing that shield generator. It's too damaged. Yeah. Well. Okay then. There's a lot of them at the head. Need to get to the lab. They might be trying to steal or restart the Iconian gate. Okay, wait, that's the door we came in from. That door's locked. There is no door on this wall. Okay, that's the door we came in from. That is a new door.
Through the side door and down to the gate.
You seem to know this place pretty well, Vanzel. But I guess intelligence officer. Okay, that door's blocked. Ah! Safe. What is that freaking noise?
I surrender.
That's it?
Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Silan and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
I don't know. It's a lot of fleeting pleasure.
But you are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to go to another?
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us anything credible. Message coming from command.
I have a priority directive for you. Sela has escaped from custody. I'm alerting all ships to watch for her and for her operatives. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
Well, I've currently got Sela at gunpoint.
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
Sela was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided by Lieutenant Gaius Salan, the Lasette's intelligence officer. She should be considered extremely dangerous, and it is likely that she is rallying former supporters to her cause.
Yeah, we killed them and captured her.
I think that if you bring Sela back to custody, she'll likely just escape again. And we won't be any closer than we are now to knowing what she has planned, or what she knows about the Iconians. Keep an eye on her. See where she goes, and try to learn more about her plans. This may be a good opportunity to finally gain some useful information.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal.
He really is. He knows me by now. He knows her.
Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
Why not do it on my ship?
It makes no difference to me. If you don't like my terms, I'll simply order Gaius to self-destruct the ship. He's very compliant, once you know which buttons to press. But if you want your Borg puppet back, you need to come and get him.
Alright, but after this, I'm leaving you in a room alone with Liesa for an hour to see how many bits of you make it out.
Besides, what are you going to do? Put me in the brig? I've escaped too many prisons. You know you can't hold me for long.
We'll do this on your ship.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your 6.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
What do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive.
What did you do to Selon?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him. But as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
How did you reprogram him so thoroughly?
You helped to pioneer some of those techniques, remember? Shooting your own crew, implanting test subjects with Borg technology, killing that adorable little Eppo. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
That is specific to Romulan players. I was not expecting a callback to that mission. Wow, okay. Do you actually think you can fight the Iconians?
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to overwrite and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming.
Let's get your ship moving.
My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine power stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship. Unrelated systems keep failing in no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look? Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Sure, whatever.
This unit is in diagnostic mode.
What happened?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
Sure. Then we'll send Liesa to do it. Main deflector. We'll send Civic. Shield power. Tone.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
Okay. Travel the mind sensors so I can get close up to deactivate. No? Okay. I'm confused. This is not what I'm supposed to be.
Enemy
Oh.
targets on sensors.
Got too close. And then it detonated because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try this again.
Shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors.
Nope. I'm very confused. Oh, it's safe to stand on the ray. Calm down. Not getting a signal to disarm. This one. Oh, here we go. Where'd it go? I think I get it now. 3, can't you read the,
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't.
No? Maybe if I go up. Aha! Is he now? I guess I gotta go back down. And this way. And then back up. I thought that was a person. There he is.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence operative on deep cover. I infiltrated this crew of Romulan naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
How'd you get aboard her ship?
Republic intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the Old Guard, and even a few infiltrating the Tal Shiar. It was happenstance that I was embedded in the group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs.
Sorry.
Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconians' prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
Sorry, but I gotta let this play out. It really is.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
I'm taking him into custody.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
You ready for another callback, Rabbit Cube? Because I know where there's one.
The Nopata system? Interesting.
We're headed back to Hakiv's little
My
research
ship has been
base.
modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though.
Can't you order them to let us through? Aren't you the Empress or something?
The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
Fine. Headed back to my ship. We'll see what we find at Nopata. Around space debris and at least one Romulan ship.
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Nah. That happened fast.
We are under attack and requesting assistance.
Responding to your request for assistance.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Structure on the surface with a small number of Romulans present, some kind of dampening field. We could beam out to the outside. Yep. I'm a long way from the point of the game where the Daradexi were the toughest of enemies. There's way worse coming. Also, I approve of the Daradexi.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
I never thought I'd be coming back here after I escaped.
The Tal Shiar commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There. You really should learn some of these things.
Someone else has been through here recently.
Tal Shiar!
Oh fuck, I need to get out of here.
Why am I not surprised the mess hall is the one place here that isn't a total wreck?
Just enough scanners to locate another passageway behind one of the walls in the office, but nobody can figure out how to get it open. Probably locked down via computer systems. It's going to be a matter of cracking the codes, but Hakeem was so secretive and paranoid he used fractal encryption. Not even the board could break this. We have a computer working on it, but it's going to take months, if we're lucky. Commander says if forces are needed elsewhere, so she's only going to leave a skeleton crew here. Says that if we can't get anything useful, there's no sense leaving troops on this planet. Let's hope she decides to pull the rest of us out sooner rather than later. Okay.
At least they were smart enough to take the weapons out of the armory.
Yep. What am I searching the armory for exactly? Ah, over here. Oh shit! I didn't even catch that. Thank you, R. We've managed to restore partial power to the exterior facility. The lab itself remains on its own power system, which distortion be overcome. This whole mission has been an exercise in futility. I told the commander it would be, but she doesn't want to hear anything negative. She's pulled out most of the engineers and just lets her 2 squads behind in case we stumble across something. I hate this planet. There's nothing to do but shoot Sellout cats, maintain the power system, and try to keep the sand out of the door tracks. Alright, where's my people?
Hakiv Sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
Allow me. Computer, recognize identity
so.
Sela. Code Empress 1. Unlock lab access. Always have a back door.
I'll try to remember that. Nope.
Another secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic. Let's get this gateway working again.
I am deeply entertained by Selah calling someone overdramatic. Selah. Remember this room? We crawled through sewage after this room.
You're getting a little too close
yeah.
to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
Dun dun dun! Plot twist.
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates. Stop her! Don't let her escape! Kill it!
Neuroparasite explains... Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal, yes. Neuroparasite explains why Vaadwaur turned on us so suddenly. Still, there's no telling how she got infected. Must have happened while she was with Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. Let's get her to sickbay. I think I understand what's happening now. Vaadwaur was pursuing Selah because of the parasite. She probably even started the fight she called us for help to finish. She's been under the thrall of the Iconians this whole time, and she's been making sure she stuck close to you and Selah so she could try to figure out Selah's plans and then eliminate her. If the Iconians want Selah this badly, she's probably on the right track. Alert neurology and prepare a trauma response. Hello? Oh.
There we go. I'll just put in those coordinates.
And Selah went through the gate.
Hurry up! They'll find us soon.
Yay, we're back in cool Iconian Dyson Sphere architecture.
Good. There's a gateway on this side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility.
You!
Taurus. Stop her! Automated defenses? What a waste of time. Get that force field down!
So, now we've heard a whisper of Taurus.
I won't let you take me!
We need to catch her before she can cause any more trouble.
No?
She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles. Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You should download some of these files to your tricorder.
Ah.
This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before. Ah, here we go. Almost there. Got it. The door is open. Taurus must have overloaded the collimators in that plasma. She's turned this room from a plasma allocation conduit into a death trap. Who even builds rooms like this into a structure anyway? There are control consoles across from the containment area. If you can get to them, you can probably shut down the system.
Why don't we go?
Without my help, you won't be able to get the gateway open to return home once we're done. You need me alive. Don't worry, I'll keep a hypo spray handy.
Fine. That hard. Oh. That only let me disable one of them. Great. There we go. Isn't that better? Oh boy.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then. If you had only known, Taurus, the Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds. The sphere just jumped. Look, it's nighttime inside this sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Yeah, that's not
Time
good.
to go. How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave. Immediately.
Okay, but why can't the Iconians travel through time?
Iconian minds aren't like ours. They're entangled with chronoton states. I'll spare you the boring details. It helps to orient them when using their gateways, but it means that they can't go back and forth in time like we can. Doing so would cause the Iconian to lose its memories of the intervening time.
All we've seen are automated defenses. Why the hurry?
Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Yeah, that is a bloody awful lot of ships. Where?
Did you feel that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
You were warned. Your galaxy is forfeit.
Actually, we don't actually have to fight them, so we ain't gonna. Come on, everybody. Come out here. That's right. Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here. We do not want to
It's
deal
a herald.
with
The
a herald.
personal guards and servants for the Iconians. Fighting is not our best option. Head for the gate. Run! The gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of this. Jump through, now!
Like, seriously, we do not want to fight that guy. The Iconians have gateway tech. Traffic jams aren't a thing for them. Those ships can just hop somewhere, open up a gate and go wherever they want to. Oh. We've been wondering what happens as you disappeared from our scanners. Command has sent out a fleet-wide alert. We need you back on the ship right away. How is Van Zyl? Resting in sickbay. I mean, yeah. Resting in sickbay. The doctor says that her chill physiology is very robust when it comes to surviving neurologically linked symbionts. But Van Zyl wasn't joined, which is why the parasite could take over. That's actually an interesting little detail, that a joined Trill would be immune to those things, and also that the Trill have evolved to be more capable of handling being detached from something like that. She may even retain some memories from the experience, which could provide us with useful information. The doctor says she'll be ready for a debriefing and can return to Voyager in just a few days. As near as we can tell, she picked up the parasite during an away mission in the Delta Quadrant and then immediately left Voyager. Apparently, the Iconians got word of Selah's escape and sent Van Zyl and her parasite to tail Selah. Anything else I should know? I guess not. Wait. What about the other things? Any sign of Selah? Looks like she didn't use the gate to reach the same destination that we did. We'll have to find out what she's up to when she surfaces against Horus. And the last option... I've been on another Iconian sphere. I need to get in touch with the command. Oh, okay. Did that not... Oh, there we go. Took a second. Yeah. The Dyson sphere we were on just ate the Iconia system.
As you can see, matters have become somewhat urgent. We have no information about Selah's whereabouts, but I have no doubt that she is still making alliances and raising armies. But even that threat is less pressing than the arrival of this new sphere near the Iconia system. As far as we can tell, this sphere is far larger and older than any of the other spheres we've encountered. I fear Sela was right. The Iconians are invading, and this is just the beginning.
Greetings.
So... yeah.
We know that attacks from the Iconian...
Sorry. Although that actually is the next mission. I'm going... to change guns. Why do I like this gun? Because that. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bar right above right next to my block of abilities. And yeah, I can fire pretty much until that drains. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna be grinding that mission to get the equipment set, which is also just a really good ground equipment set, and heavily boosts damage done by this gun. The other thing is, so the Iconians are invading. I'm gonna be honest, a freaking boat like the Deshaira, not the best thing to take them on with. So I am thinking of switching to another ship for the duration of the Iconian War arc. I'm leaning toward a Defiant class, which is, you know, the Tier 6 Defiant is pretty sweet. It's got some nifty bells and whistles, and one of the few Starfleet ships that gets to cloak. Although its cloak is not as good as the Romulan one. The other option I was considering is a Yamato class. See, the thing is, I would have to pay money for one of those. I already have these other Starfleet ships. Which is why I'm leaning towards one of those two. The Yamato class is, if you've seen the last episode of TNG, when the Enterprise shows up in the future and has 3 nacelles and a big old forward cannon, that is... the Yamato class is an improved version of that. They're both good ships. The advantage of the Yamato class is that it's beam-based, so I could use my current people. However, it is not that much more maneuverable than the Deshaira. I mean, it's more maneuverable, but it's not Defiant maneuverable. And it is beam-based, so I could keep all my beam abilities and pretty beams going everywhere. The Defiant is a cannon build. Oh, the downside to the Yamato is that it has to be phaser. It pretty much forces you, because of what its special power... the big forward-mounted beam is phaser-based, so you pretty much have to have a phaser. So that's the downside to it, the Defiant class is a cannon build, so I'd have to get a bunch of cannons between now and next week. But that's doable. And it's really maneuverable. The main downside is I'd have to get all those cannons, and I'd have to change it to I'd have to get my officers some different abilities. So I am actually going to end it here, but let me know in the Discord server, in the Hall D chat, if you have any opinion. I'm leaning slightly Defiant word, but yeah, that's about it for me. I am tired and still have a shadow of that headache that I took the medicine to stave off, so I'm calling it a night. Hope y'all had fun, and next time, the Iconian invasion. See y'all then.